and how are we all doing? I'm really sorry, I'm chewing gum. So I'm trying to make sure that I am looking over here and not looking over here, because for some reason I just kind of want to look, I don't know. Anyway, maybe if I flip it around. Anyway, what I wanted to start doing was I wanted to start getting into doing weekly vlogs. I love watching them. I love seeing other people's vlogs and things like that. So I kind of just wanted to get into some, I suppose, like behind the scenes stuff and just kind of day-to-day things, kind of comfy, cozy watching that you can just throw on for just comfort watching. So what I'm actually doing today, because I'm not feeling 100%, is I want to craft, as you've probably seen already, hopefully, by the time that this vlog goes up, that I have made a bag for my wizard tarot, but there's obviously no guidebook, so I want to make a guidebook. Now I'm also aware that this is a process, so I'm going to show you some of the bits behind the scenes craft. It's always a mess in the journal that I want to work with. Okay, so this is the journal that I want to work with. I have had this for years. My brother actually got me it for Christmas one year. So I believe at this stage is probably, oh no, it's actually still okay, because you know the way sometimes they go yellow around the edges. So as you can see, this is lined, and I love the inside of this. So I'm thinking of using this as like my guidebook, instead of making up one, that's the back, instead of making up a guidebook, that I can just use this. And I also like have this like brown paper, and then I also have this wrapping paper that I was going to add throughout the journal as well, just to decorate it. My scissors, sticker book, more kind of ephemera. I know I have Harry Potter stickers in here as well. Like, here we go. So that I can incorporate this into it. Okay, this has gone chaotic, but anyway. So, this is my favorite. Like, I don't know how I'm going to part with these to stick them into the guidebook. I don't know, but I'm gonna try anyway and see how we get on. These are so adorable. Like, look at little Luna. She's adorable. She's one of my favorites in Snape. So yeah, I'm gonna see how they work out, how it kind of feels. If not, then I suppose I'll just have like a Harry Potter journal with lots of stickers in it, but hopefully this will work out how it is in my head. Okay, so I just wanted to show you this. So this is the inside page of this. I'm kind of liking how this turned out. I'm thinking of maybe putting something here. I'm not 100% sure. And then I think I might like put a slight introduction to how I felt about the deck and things like that. And then getting into like the major arcana and all that stuff. Kind of see what comes up. So it's kind of like a deck study, deep dive. It'll be my first kind of proper making a journal for something like this. So I'm kind of curious to see how this turns out. Let me know your thoughts anyway. Hello and good morning. It is a Saturday. No, yes. Oh my gosh, what is going on? This lighting is like not the best. Anyway, I am trying not to look over there. Bear with me while I'm still getting used to this. So I am having my cup of coffee. It is life. And I've just finished my, like, I didn't do a meditation this morning. I just kind of sat with my crystal that I'm working with, which is rhodonite. I've talked about this several times, but anyway, and I've pulled a tarot and an oracle card. It's kind of just how I start my morning. I look a mess, but you know what? This is half the fun, isn't it? It's just kind of showing like different snippets. But I'm going to turn you guys around so I can show you. So I write in my gratitude journal every morning. It's just a 2024 page a day diary. So I always write, excuse me, in that. I think I've only ever missed one day so far. I've made it a non-negotiable. And then I also write the cards that I pulled in my Moon Mana journal. And yeah, so this is what these look like. And they also have like lovely little to-dos or, you know, spells, things like to-dos. I need more coffee, yeah. do it today. But it's really cool because you have like self-care moon ritual, and then your intentions for the month, and then you have like reflections at the end of the month, and it's really cool. So I'm currently working with the Winter Seer Animal Oracle and then Ostara Tarot, but I'm going to be changing these out either today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, because tomorrow's Sunday, so I normally rotate. 1 second. I normally rotate those, so that is tomorrow morning's thing. So hopefully I'll remember to bring you guys along. But yeah, today it's a long weekend here in Ireland, so that means we have also Monday off as well. Some people had yesterday off because it was Good Friday. So let's go get ready for it. So it's Sunday, and I just realised I only recorded Saturday morning, and that was it. Yeah, so this weekly vlog is going so well, but you know, it's all trial and error. But I thought, why not show you it's not even a process, just kind of where I store my decks and how I kind of pick what deck I'm using for the week, and then kind of like my Sunday routine a little bit, just to give you kind of like an insight as to what I do on a daily and weekly basis. Not everything, obviously. I know some people, myself included, like to keep certain things kind of sacred and private and things like that. That's part of the practice and things like that. But you know, there's certain things that I don't mind sharing. So it is Sunday, 31st. Yeah, it is Sunday. So yeah, I promise, hopefully, that this week will be a little bit more exciting. And I also realised I never turned off my fairy lights yesterday, so they've been on all feckin' night. But it's alright, like, because they're only battery operated anyway, but still, it's just a pain because now I'll have to change the batteries a lot sooner because it's not as bright. Good job, Mend. Okay, so my decks are all packed up, and I was using Green Adventurine for the Ostara Tarot, so I'm going to pop that into my amethyst bowl to charge. You can only see half my head, so I'm going to go out and we will gather our decks here. I don't know how I'm going to open the door. This is great, isn't it? I really should get my stand out, but anyway, let me open the door and I'll bring you guys up then. Okay, so I have it actually propped up. Yes, please don't mind the washing. This is real life, okay? Anybody who like has just this aesthetically pleasing house, we just, here in Ireland, we use whatever we can to dry clothes, and the railing on the stairs, that's it. So I am looking at my Calyx unit, trying to decide what deck am I going to use for the week. I'm kind of tempted to go back to the Rooted Woman because I'm reading that book, If Women Rose Rooted, and I'm kind of half tempted to go back into this one. I just don't know what tarot deck I want to use with it. I feel like the Muse Tarot is in front of me. I feel like that's kind of calling me. But then I'm also looking at the Witches Tarot. I'll show you if you don't know the ones I'm on about. Oh, Tarot Mystical Moments. No, I don't. No, that's not. I think the Muse Tarot might be a bit too much. Yeah, that'd be a bit too much. So you guys can see like the process. I'll show you where my decks, all my decks are in a minute. But yeah, I think maybe the Witch's Wisdom. And I know they're both Hay House decks, but I feel like, okay, yeah. You can kind of see a little bit. Okay, maybe not so much this. I feel like these two are going to work well. Yeah, let's try that. And I'm going to turn you guys around so you can see. So this is basically where all my decks are stored. It's not the most aesthetically pleasing, but it's functional. And I know I have a couple of decks in a different basket as well. So these technically, I suppose, aren't all my decks, but it's majority. I really want to work with the Harmony Nice Tarot as well at some stage to see, can I get it to work for me? I also forget, I always draw one from this, and I'm also working with this as well. So let's bring all the decks back into the office. So these are all the decks that I'm working with today. These are the Sacred Rebel Oracle, the Blessed Bee Oracle, the Rooted Woman Oracle, and the Witch's Wisdom Tarot. And they're all kind of lined up. I'm going to do meditation. I also have my journals, which I work with on a daily basis, which is my gratitude and my moon mana. They're like an everyday, and I have journals then for like whether it be kind of weekly or occasional kind of, I think we all have journals for different reasons, but you know, instead of a one for all, I definitely can't do a one for all. But yeah, so this is kind of my setup on a Sunday. It doesn't take overly long. I think it's just taking me obviously longer today because I am documenting it, I'm showing. Okay, so it might only be like a couple of seconds to you, but to me it's been about 15-20 minutes that I've sat with my cards here. Intense, but like in the best way. I got this card from the Sacred Rebels. Sorry if booties bother you, it's just a bot. Anyway, not moving on from it, but this card against the grain. 9 times out of 10 when I do oracle card readings for myself or anyone, I always use my own intuition. I don't use guidebooks or anything like that. But I have to say, is it Alana Fairchild? Alana Fairchild. Oh, I forgot how much I love this deck. I absolutely love this deck. The only thing is that the cards move too freely around in this box. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is the messages within her guidebook are incredibly powerful, incredibly insightful, and there's something that sparks between what is said in the guidebook and what my own intuition is flowing with and things like that. It's incredible. Do I get emotional when I do readings for myself? Sometimes, yeah, because sometimes they just hit the nail on the head and you're like, shit. What the fuck? So yeah, just because I've been doing this for years, and I've been reading cards for myself for a long time and for others for a couple of years now, I still get emotional for my own readings. I think when you lose that, there's a disconnection. There's a disconnection there when you're not emotionally feeling attached to your readings anymore, and that you might just want to have a look, reassess. Sometimes I have to change up my own routine as well, that I'm not really happy with how it is, or I'm only doing it out of repetitiveness. So yeah, if that's happening to you and you're feeling just you're doing it for the sake of doing it, then you really want to have a good look at yourself. Not yourself, look at your practice. And yourself, you might want to check in with yourself as well, that's what I mean. But not like, have a look at yourself. You know, am I rambling? Probably, but anyway, I'm going to put my cards back up on my, I don't even know what I call this, it's not really an altar, it's just my desk, and I'm just going to get ready for the day because we are doing Sunday brunch. So we are having the whole family over and it's going to be absolutely chaotic. And I'm super tired today because the clocks went forward an hour as well, so it's kind of throwing me now. So even though I'm up at my usual time, I'm still kind of like a little thrown because when I look at the clock, it's not matching where my body clock is at, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Probably not. I'm going to get another cup of coffee. That's what I'm going to do. So we're somewhat kind of ready for the day. My hair is, I let it dry naturally, and then once it's dry, I will brush it out because it looks like a tangled mess, but I have really fine hair, so I put mousse into it, I let it dry, and then I brush it out, and it just kind of gives it a little bit of volume. So I keep looking off here. I do apologise. I will eventually get used to it, but just casual Sunday. I'm actually wearing amethyst. I'm not going to wear it too long, for the reason being is crystals actually, if I wear crystals for too long, they give me such a headache. So there's a little tidbit inside. Again, I'm looking here. I will get used to it, I promise.
Looks lovely, doesn't it?
It's beautiful. So it is April Fool's Day today, and I'm so trying to get used to remembering to vlog and things like that. I actually have you on the stand. But the brain fog today is just something unreal. Like, I am so tired. I kept saying to Jamie, oh, we should go do something, but honestly I am just wrecked today. I'm so tired. But I also seen what's the word I'm looking for, a new tag
on YouTube. No, it's not new. It's not new. From what I can see, from what I've looked into, it's been out for about a month, and it's the occulty tag, and I'm kind of curious as to like kind of what it's all about and things like that. I've only just seen it now, so I'm a little bit behind, but from what I can see, it's all about like witchcraft and things like that. So I'm kind of curious, and I'm kind of leaning towards wanting to do it. I know I don't have a huge following compared to some of the people that have done the tag, but I feel like everybody can have an input, and like collectively as a community, you know, you can grow. That's kind of how you expand, by sharing these, whether it be opposing thoughts or even like being on the same page and just adding to somebody else's frame of mind, or what's the word I'm looking for? See, brain fog today, words aren't coming easily to me. Sometimes I find it difficult to articulate what I'm trying to say, because it's in my head, but just trying to articulate it is just another thing. But I can see how differing opinions and thoughts and things like that would be, it's super interesting to think about and to listen and to learn. And that's how we learn and we grow, because, you know, you're watching other people, you're consuming different content. So yeah, definitely going to watch a couple of videos today. Some of them are over an hour long, so I don't know how many I'll be able to watch, but I'm not, like, obviously I'm not going to be able to spend the whole day watching it, but I would be curious to see what some of the creators have come up with and the thought process behind it and whatnot. So I'll be curious. I'm curious to see what the tag is about, and I feel, you know, it'd be an interesting one to take part in. But as for what I'm doing today, I'm just doing a few jobs. Probably nothing too much, because honestly, the clock's going forward today. No, not today. Yesterday. Yesterday, Saturday night, whatever night it was. That has thrown me. We've also hit Mercury retrograde today. Fucking Mercury retrograde. I'm sick of that. I swear that happens way too often. Don't want to talk about it at this stage. And then I think there's like a lunar eclipse. You guys, I cannot remember what I've read online and things like that and what I've looked up. So yeah, today is just kind of one of those easy breezy. Jay took me for breakfast. It was really nice. Didn't think of videoing any of it or taking any pictures, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it. Then I came home, I got a coffee. I had to get more coffee, and I had a slice of cake. So honestly, it's not a bad bank holiday Monday, to be fair. This week is super busy, so I'm hoping I'll have more content for you. For the reason being is my Uma is turning 85 on Wednesday. What a milestone. What a milestone. So I can't share any more than that because it's secret. So, shh. You can't tell Uma, okay? Hello. So it's Tuesday, the 2nd of April. Mercury retrograde. We're not even 24 hours in, and I'm already done. I'm already done with life. What incarnation? That's not even a thing I say, but apparently I'll say it now, because what the fuck? What the fuck? Honestly. Okay, so I'm hoping this will go up, and I'm hoping this will be a bit exciting. Probably not, but anyway. I was watching a video online saying, it's on Instagram, I think it was on Instagram, and they were on about how April's just going to be a big month. And I can see that. I can see how this is going to be a big month, because between Mercury retrograde, we have a lunar eclipse, and of course we'll have like a full moon and a new moon. So there's a lot of energy going on currently right now in April, and there's just intense energy, and I can feel that. I can feel myself. There's a lot of shadow aspects coming up. I'm quite emotional, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, oh god. And I suppose, like, from what I'm feeling myself, I can feel a lot of old issues, old topics coming up that kind of need to be assessed. Feelings that are just constantly reoccurring that need to be looked at. Things, you know, especially if you've been ignoring them, they're going to keep coming up. So I really feel like, you know, especially with Mercury retrograde, it's a great time to highlight shadow aspects and have a look at what's coming up, because it's all about introspection and looking within and kind of seeing what's working, what's not working, and being able to communicate that clearly.
sometimes I think I'm just shit at communicating things clearly with others. So, you know, you can be taken advantage of. I'm not talking, okay, well, maybe we're all taken advantage of at some stage. That's just being real and honest. But yeah, I feel like April is going to be an intense month. So I feel like really saying buckle up, because it's going to be like a bumpy ride, 100%. But I feel like because we're getting all these heads up that you'll be able to navigate your way through it because you'll have the tools. So if you have the tools, you'll be able to work through it. But if you don't, I feel like I have coal on my hands. If you don't have the tools, what I would say is start researching, start looking into things, see how you're feeling, like intuitively check in with yourself and see how you're feeling, because April is going to be the month where I feel like a lot of old shit basically is going to come up. We're going to have to look at things that we thought we'd laid to rest, and they're not. And I feel like people are going to be testing our patience, and especially, excuse me, if you're a patient person. I'm not the most patient person. A lot of people think I am. I can get quite impatient and agitated then, and then I start crying because sometimes I can't articulate what I'm trying to say. And of course I'm like a water sign, so crying just makes sense anyway for me. But if you feel like crying, cry, because like honestly it's a great way to release and let go of these things anyway. So yeah, that's that's what we're feeling on April 2nd at the moment, because holy fudge, what the hell is going on? Seriously, how are you feeling? How is your April 2nd? By the time you're probably watching this, it'll be kind of gone beyond that. But we'll still be in Mercury retrograde once this thing comes up. Do you know, as an Irish person, it's really hard to say Mercury retrograde. Anyway, yeah. Mercury in the microwave, Mercury, Gatorade, whatever. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. So go easy, be kind. And definitely feeling like a lot of wanting to step back a small bit from not so much just being online, but I suppose just like taking a creative break so I can like reassess and readjust and have a look at what's working, what's not working, what I want to create, what I feel like would be good. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at the moment. I'm tired. I'm super tired, so I could sleep forever. But yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and hopefully also remember to keep vlogging, honestly. Do you know what, that TikTok comes to mind? Oh, today drained me. Like, today is draining. I'm tired. I have a cup of coffee, I have some cake, and I also have my journal out in front of me here because I need to get whatever is going on up here out on paper. I find like that's what helps me the most, and I just seem to have a lot going on in my brain. And I know I'm laughing, but I think sometimes you do that when you're kind of uncomfortable, don't you? You just kind of laugh it off. You're like, it's okay, it's all good. But like, honestly, jeez, I'm just tired. So yeah, this weekly vlog thing is going well. No, it's just this season, like Aries season, isn't it? We're in Aries season. It's just between Mercury retrograde, and it's just, I'm feeling it so deep at the moment, and I'm like, what is going on? I just feel all kinds of emotions at the moment. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to have my coffee and my cake, because cake makes me happy. It has to fix it, right? I mean, how can you not be happy? This cup is so cute. Coffee, cake. It's a carrot cake and a coffee cake. And my journal. I'm literally feeling like this cat right now. Was she beautiful? Oh. Where are you going? Oh my god, is today absolutely mental, between doing readings this morning and now I'm in town. I had to get flowers because it is Oma's 85th birthday. She's 85, and so it's going around the shop and I'm looking for a Olivia set. I feel so weird sitting in my car trying to record, but I don't think anybody noticed. Anyway, especially, do you know what's weird, because it's your own hometown, so you probably look a bit looper talking to the phone. But anyway, But I was inside the shop and this lady stopped me and she was looking for Vaseline, and I have no glasses on, so my glasses are prescription. And she's like, I'm looking for Vaseline, and I'm like, they have the small tubs up there. And she's like, I've seen this thing online that if you put it on any cuts and bruises, it really helps. And also, if you have hard skin on your feet, if you put it on at night, put your socks on, you'll have really soft feet. And I was like, thank you so much for the tip. So there you go. If you have hard skin on your feet, apparently Vaseline and socks at night will help you with your crusty feet. So, honestly, I do attract the most unusual, oddest, unique people, and I love it. So I gotta go in, get some coffee. I need coffee. Oh, I'm so tired today. Coffee, yes, please. Oh my god, lads, the heat today. I'm so conscious of other people around me. The heat, and here I am in Uggs and a woolly jumper. Where the fuck was I going? Anyway, I'm gonna drop down some coffee to my mum because we need it today. I love the professionalism. If you could see the way I have this set up, it's unbelievable. But I don't think I mentioned, but we are all going for dinner tonight for my Oma's birthday. Like I said, she's turned 85. She is 85 now. So we're all going for like a family meal. There's just a crap ton of us going for dinner, but so it's a surprise dinner for her. But also, I knew there was something else that I wanted to come on and talk about. But yes, wedding. I don't even know who I am. I actually started planning our wedding to some extent. Like, I have nothing actually booked nor decided on. We don't even have a date picked. I'm taking that stress away because I'm like, look, we'll just go look at a few places of what we want to do and things like that. So if you don't know, we are doing basically a civil ceremony. That's what I want to do. Jamie will go along with anything, to be fair. He is so easygoing, he doesn't mind. But yeah, I want like a civil ceremony, kind of very intimate and personal. I want the whole thing to be completely personal, and I think this is why really I wanted to start vlogging, because I kind of just want to document the whole thing while also doing the washing up, because multitasking life. But why are these things so damn loud? But yeah, so we looked at a few places in Ireland. We've done some of the fairs. I'm never again doing another wedding fair. I do not want to do that. That was horrible. They're like vultures. What is that about? Absolutely, anybody that loves that, forget about it. It's not my thing. Oh, I hated it so much. But we are engaged, just gone 10 months now. So I'm like, I really need to start like planning something. So I have an idea of like what I want. It's totally unorthodox, right? It's going to be completely different to what anybody else in our family has done. And no, it's not on purpose that I'm doing this, but I figured I'm doing this once, right? I'm only getting married once, so I want to do this the right way. Again, I'm looking off here instead of there. Anyway, look, we're just going to deal with it. So what I was thinking is I want completely different. I want it to be very intimate. I want it to be personal. I don't need to invite 500 people. I feel like that is just so ridiculous, and like realistically you don't even hang out with like 500 people on a daily basis anyway, or on a yearly basis or anything like that. So I am kind of going along the lines of, we were going to do it here first, and now I'm kind of hinging towards going maybe abroad and literally just having a handful of people, because honestly it just takes away the stress. It's less expensive, because if you're Irish, then you know how expensive it is to get married here in Ireland. It is absolutely scandalous. It's nearly the price of a down payment for a friggin' house. So no thank you. That's just for technically one day, and I'm like I'm greedy. I want more than one day. So I have like a few places that I've been looking at, different countries and things like that, but it's the legalities of it as well that I need to make sure are in place. There's like paperwork and all that stuff that I need to start look at, and there's a lot. So if you're interested in kind of having like a wedding diary series, I
I would like to actually do something like that. Even if like you guys don't want to watch it or anything like that, I completely understand, because it's kind of out of my usual content that I would do here. But it's just, I think it's really for me to document and to look back on and go, oh yeah, I remember that, or oh my god, I forgot about that. So that's kind of where I'm coming from with this. And when I was looking back on like our friends vlogs, I realized how much I love looking back at those. And just like things have changed, you know, and like you change, you know, all that kind of stuff. Can't even talk now. But yeah, so it's exciting, but it's so stressful planning a wedding. When people are saying like it's stressful, they're not joking. They're not joking, because friends of ours are getting married in October, and they were saying about florists and flowers and things like that. And they're like, the minimum here in Ireland for a florist for a wedding is €2,000 for flowers for one day. Like, clearly, either I'm just cheap, or I just don't understand it. I think it's scandalous. It's so much money. It's like way too much money. So I have no intentions of spending that on flowers. No, thank you. So I am looking at alternatives, and I want to turn this into a whole series. So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
I should elaborate. We have a whole king size bed here, but she insisted lying at my feet. Like, really grim.
So I thought it would be easier just to set you up on my little tripod. It's not little, really, to be fair. But anyway, so today is Friday, and I decided just to take today for myself and just kind of do whatever it is that's taking my fancy. To be honest, I really just want to kind of crawl back into bed and go back to sleep, because I'm not kidding you, this retrograde is already whipping my butt, and I'm I'm not feeling it. Anyway, but here in Ireland we also have, is it 2 storms I think this weekend? So I'm just like, jeez, the energy, like what is going on? So I have my tablet and I have my Wizard's Tarot, so I'm thinking I might work a little bit more on that journal. Why is this? My mom made this, by the way. And they're really cute. She's like super talented at knitting and things like that. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to do today. Just maybe a little bit of arts and crafts, and then I must actually pop to town. I have a few jobs there that I need to do, but you know, adulting and all that stuff. But I also actually want to pop into the charity shop, because I just love looking at the bits and pieces and the books. As if I don't have enough. I don't know what's going on with my hair today. Sometimes I can get my messy bun, like, and I mean, this isn't just like, oh, I purposely styled it. Like, I don't purposely style it. It just goes messy. Anyway, I love looking at the books in the charity shop. It's one of like my favorite things to do. Again, I'm still trying to get used to. I'm really sorry. Excuse me. So I want to have a look at the books and see, is there any good things there, because we have a holiday planned for later on in the year that I've been debating back and forth whether I want to get a Kindle or not. Sorry, cats' hairs. Honestly, if you have cats, you know, hairs everywhere. It's just, oh my gosh. But yeah, I was kind of like, do I get a Kindle? Would it be easier? But it's not like I go traveling out of the country like every other week. God, I wish I would. Or I wish I could. That would be great. That would be great. But reality is, it's probably like one holiday in the year, which is good, you know. Like, you can't complain with that. Like, that's, I'm happy with it. I'll take that. But I want to see, can I get some books, because I don't want to buy like brand new, because my mom was like, oh, you could leave them behind. I'm like, leave behind a book? What? I mean, we did that when we went to the Canaries. I brought 2 books with me and I finished both books and left them behind. I still think about that book, one of them anyway. The other one obviously didn't leave an impression. There's one, it was like The Keeper of Things, and I left that behind. I left it behind in the hotel because my mom was like, no, it's okay, you can give it to somebody else. And honestly, it's one of these things that I think about occasionally, not all the time, and it bothers me. It bothers me that I left it behind, as if I was going to reread it. But anyway, that's not the point. That's not the point I'm trying to get here. But yeah, today is just kind of doing what I wanted to do. And I like that. I like that idea. It's been a while. I feel like I'm running on fumes at the moment. This week has been busy because we've had a bank holiday. And I hope this isn't too boring. I know I haven't done a whole pile. I was kind of hoping that I'd get out more this week, but it's just weeks like that just happen. But what I'm hoping I'll get done is some nice crafty bits for myself, not just to create content or anything like that, but just because I want to create in my journal and things like that. So yeah, I must go look up Dawn Michelle's, because she has a great one on starting kind of your own guidebook and things like that video on YouTube. So I'm gonna look that up, and then I am going to do that for a while, and then I'm gonna pop to town and, you know, run all my errands and things like that, and then hopefully I'll be back chatting with you guys again, and maybe I might show you some of the work that I did as well. Also, I totally forgot to show you this. I wanted to show you this. My Oma was like, oh, I found these, and I thought of you. These are little scissors with, you know, they cut all funny, and I was like, yes, as if I needed more crafting bits. I have more than enough. I can see straight into where I keep all my crafting stuff. I have more than enough. Did I need more scissors? No. Do I have scissors? Yes. Are they great? No. So now I have good ones. Oh my god. I was going to record when I was in town, but then, can you hear Frankie? But then I just got like too self-conscious, so I didn't bother. But I actually got some like really good finds in the charity shop, and they were like, what was it, $3 for €1? I mean, honestly, I did see this cabinet, and I was like, no, I won't. I have enough. The dogs are kind of, they're a bit weird actually with the wind. But the books that I got my Dark Vanessa. I've seen a lot of people talk about this, so I was curious. So I was like, okay. And then I know Dolly Alderton. Am I pronouncing that? Probably saying that wrong. But she wrote another book as well, and I'm not 100% sure. You guys, these are, okay, the spine is correct on that one. You guys know me with my spine book, but this is like brand new. And then I also seen the proposal. I don't know, it looked, it's a floppy book. I love books that just, yeah. I thought maybe for our holiday, this would be a good one to bring with. Just nice, easy read. So yeah, and I also got a coffee. And I did treat myself to some lunch today. I was really cheeky, and I got a little pastry as well, because I'm trying to cheer myself up, because I'm just not feeling 100% this week. I don't know, emotional, just not feeling it. So yeah, that is my little book haul, as if I needed any more. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up this vlog. It's actually Monday now, so I'm hoping to edit this today or tomorrow. And I hope you kind of enjoyed it. I didn't vlog at all at the weekend. I am just feeling kind of super emotional, so I don't tend to bring out, obviously, my camera and start recording and things like that. I'm just not that creator, so I do apologize. But I hope you do enjoy this. I think it's so funny because I put up a community post not that long ago, or actually during the week, and one of you were like, or two? A few of you anyway, two is a few, was like that you love my vlogs and you look forward to seeing them and things like that. So I'm hoping this will probably be super long. So, you know, maybe it's something you could put on the background and it just, you know, keeps you company. You don't feel lonely. I like popping on videos sometimes just for the background noise. I'm okay with that too. I'm okay with keeping you company. So if you like the channel, hit the subscribe button and all that stuff, okay? And I love you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and seeing my week. And hopefully this will be up on a Wednesday, all going well. And I will hopefully try and make this kind of a regular thing as long as I think of it. So yeah, have a wonderful day, and I'll chat to you all real soon.